Well. We
Yo,
are back. We are
yeah,
back. We are back. Welcome to No Sandbagging. Well,
yeah.
no sandbagging is allowed. Play the hand that you dealt in life, love, and everything else.
Believe
Once again, I'm Fresh. That's my brother JD. We're back once again. Another week that done went by, and it's 8 o'clock on Wednesday, so you know where to find us here on the same back time, same back channel. JD, what's up,
Yo,
bro? How you been doing since last Wednesday?
oh man, yeah, just enjoying the family. You know what I'm saying? Yo, had a
Yeah.
good time down in Rockingham this week, man. Enjoying you, moms, and all my nieces and my nephews. You know, it was a great time, man.
I kind of knew what you had did this weekend, but I still wanted to ask you anyhow. Mother's Day just passed. Got to spend some time with mom. Show her some love. That we do. We do that 24/7, 365 days a week, year anyhow. But we had to take that day to really kind of shine that light down on my mom and show her some love. And I hope all you out there that's watching No Sandbagging, even the ones that's not watching No Sandbagging, I hope you took time to show your mom some extra love on this past weekend. Yo,
Yeah.
JD, did you have anything else special going on since last Wednesday, bro?
Oh man, just really just enjoying, get back home and then enjoy my wife and my baby, because she had to stay with her mom this weekend, man. To enjoy Mother's Day with her. And, my wife enjoyed her mom. I had my brother. Yeah, I forgot. My brother-in-law came through this weekend too out of Virginia, man. Enjoy him and his fiance. Had a great
Oh
time.
yeah, that's always good. Like I said, family first, dog. Everything else falls in behind besides God. And matter of fact, since we talking about God, gonna lead us in that prayer like you always do every week, JD.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's
Go ahead and lead us in that prayer like you always do, bro.
Lord, we're very grateful for everything you do for us. We're appreciative of your blessings, and we thank you for just being there and just representing this stage you got us on at this moment. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right. Yo, we back live. We back here to conversate, cut up, chop up, and do some things. JD, how's my sound tonight, bro? I always have to ask you since the first episode, and I had that sound situation. I still want to ask you every time we come on. What I sound like, bro? What my sound like?
Yeah, you sound like a fresh pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I hope I sound like and smell like a fresh man. But either way, I'm glad to know that everybody out there can hear me. I'm glad to see everybody coming in. I see my cousin Sally came in. I see Marcus back up in the scene again. I see my niece. I see Reese Pooh. She done slid up in here. Claude, you already know, bro. We checking you out, boy. Good to see you too, Claude. All y'all that's coming in and just checking us out. Continue to do it. Continue to just subscribe to our YouTube channels. Go to Facebook, like these videos, share these videos. Man, it's all about trying to help a brother get from here to there. We ain't trying to beg, but we definitely gonna ask you to. We ain't gonna beg, but we'll definitely ask you to try to support what we're trying to do. Because this something, we just two old country boys trying to talk about some things that can really affect our lives and hopefully some other people's lives. What did you get ready to say, JD?
First of all, you cut me off. I was getting ready to say, can I finish saying what I'm saying first? And thanks to
no, we're not doing that. I'm not cutting you off, but I'm moving on because we got a special guest tonight.
Can I thank the people too, though?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I am a co-host.
So, well, key word being co. So if I cut you off, no, I'm cutting you off. Let's go ahead. Go ahead. What you got to say?
Thanks to everybody that's tuned in right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but yeah, that's all I was saying, man. You sound like a fresh pair of new shoes. You know how people.
That's all you had to say, bro. You stopped me in the middle of all that to say that. But either way, we good, bro. I ain't gonna cut you off no more if I can help it. But I like to keep things moving. I'm like a train going downhill. I like to keep it moving, okay? So we can make sure we get everything and everybody in tonight. You know what I mean? Because tonight we're doing something special. The first time, JD. First time we doing a spotlight. It's a sandbag spot, no sandbagging spotlight. We bringing in somebody that we know that we think got doing some real moves out here, got some real motion going on. Somebody that we know, somebody Somebody we really think is going hard and doing things out here, and we want to get a little, little conversation in with them. You know what I mean, JD?
I know what you mean, man. And hey, I'm glad to have him on. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's good people, and he's a man of God, and just thankful for him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna keep this going too long, but so I'm gonna go ahead and give you an introduction on the guy that we're gonna be bringing on. Hold on just a second. Let me get my paperwork together. I like to have everything in order before I start to talk. Okay, the brother's name is Anthony Singleton. I know him. JD know him. He good people. Been knowing him for some years. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a person that I really think highly of. He's a really good person through and through. See, and give you a little bit of information on Anthony. Anthony, his name was, he was born to Teresa at Beasley and the late Tommy Singleton Jr., the lead singer of the oldies group. He's the youngest of 4 kids. He is of West Indian and African American descent. Anthony is a summa cum laude graduate of Central Michigan University with an ME, a Master's of Art degree, and production. He began doing stage plays at the age of 7 years old, and it was there where he found his niche for acting. Later in life, he put the acting career on hold by joining the United States Armed Forces. Some of his tours include Panama, Germany, Bosnia, Kuwait, Afghanistan. Anthony received numerous humanitarian service medals. One for his willingness to help isolated personnel in New York's infamous ice storm of 1996-97. Later, he went on to become a successful writer, a director, producer, and editor for many productions. More awards, including Driver's Badge, Track, Army Commendation Medal, Army Superior Unit Award, Philippine Presidential Unit Citation, Army Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Service Medal, Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, Armed Service Ribbon, Physical Fitness Award, Army Achievement Medal, Armed Forces Service Medal, NATO Medal. Let me tell you something, this brother got some awards. And has 25 years of retirement medal. To name a few. His signal was WGA and HCAP affiliate. Just talking about that brother right there, let you know he's done a lot in the years that he's been around. He's definitely done a lot in the years he's been around. And also I'm gonna say start, but he's actually been in quite a few movies that you guys might know. To name a few of them, he's been in Blindside, Road Trip 2, Why Did I Get Married, Daddy's Little Girl, and he was also in Stomp the Yard. And that just tell you right now, this brother has traveled. He's done a lot of things in the entertainment industry. And hey, I just want to introduce you guys, my brother. I love him, Anthony Singleton.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, bro? What's going on?
Everything all good. I like the introduction. Can y'all hear me well?
Oh, we hear you, bro. We hear you. We definitely hear you.
Yeah, thank you for that. I actually did a lot. I don't try to mention it,
Hey, and you know what thing? I always call Anthony Big A guys, but I got to tell Big A, reading wasn't my best subject and best ability that I had in school. So I'm proud of myself. Let me give myself a hand clap for all that reading I just did. That was a lot of reading.
I tell you like this, bro. That C got you by.
Hey, sure. Hey, but yeah, bro, look, it's so good to have you on. You're our first spotlight, getting no Sandbaggin spotlight guest. And look, Anthony, I done told the guys about you. But if there's anything that I missed, let the people know a little something else about you.
Well, I did dual jobs at the same time. Like I'll be working federal in the military at the same time. I get a break and I go shoot a movie. And I worked 2 and 3 jobs throughout weeks while I was in college at the same time getting a degree. So that's how it all went together. So how did he do that? I literally did it all. I just managed it. I wasn't getting that much sleep. So
wow.
With the help of God. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, JD. You go ahead, JD.
So a question I have for you, what got you into doing film?
Well, I started with stage plays in kindergarten, and not kindergarten, but elementary school. And when I got on that stage and I did my part, the crowd was cheering, and I heard that crowd like, man, this is me right here. I'm gonna do. I just love the atmosphere of the crowd cheering. So after that, I started doing stage plays because that's what I was in, a play. And then when I stumbled across my first film, was Days of Thunder, and they was filming it in my hometown. So when I went on the set, I started watching, and I was like, when you do a play, you got to learn the whole play at one time. But when you do a movie, I watched Tom Cruise and all them, they only got to learn their sides for that one day. So I was like, he only said 3 lines. That's it for him today. And then I'm like, I got to learn the whole play. So after that, I said, I'm going to start doing movies. So I went to school for film, and here I am today, 37 films later, with speaking roles. I'm doing films more or less now. So that's how I transition.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Question I have for you, though, Big Anthony, is tell me this here. You've done stage plays and you've done the movies. Which one do you find more fulfilling, the movies or actually doing some of the stage plays that you did?
I think the stage plays more fulfilling to me because they were more real. Film, like stage plays, once you say your parts, it's no cut, let's do this again. When you're doing a film, I can mess up 100 times, and on 101 time, you got it right. And when the movie come out, you saw the 101. You didn't see the mess ups. But a stage play, when you mess up, you got to keep going. So you got to think more ad lib, and I love doing that more. So
yeah.
Oh, that's all. So where are you? Are you doing any filming where you live at now, or
I'm still flying back and forth.
Multiple places that you do film.
I'm going back and forth to Atlanta filming. Here, it's been harder for me because I made a networking there in Atlanta, in New York, and California. But here in Charlotte, I'm not really meeting too many people that do film. Not to say it's bad, but I still got to go back to the places where we do films at the mostly and do them. So
that's a good question about you still doing film. That's a question I was going to ask you. You know, you've done you done in front of the camera and you done behind the camera. How did you get? Are you currently more so in front of the camera, or are you just totally behind the camera now?
That's a good question. All right, the reason I'm behind the camera is because when I used to audition for parts, you can audition for 10 times in a row, 10 different movies, and you may get one part in a movie, a small part. And I'm like, it's like I'm begging these people to be in this movie. So I got tired of doing that. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to school for film, learn how to do everything, every part, so I can put my own films out. So when I went to college for film and then started being behind the camera, learning how to edit, film, lighting and everything, and I still kept auditioning, I started getting parts in front of the camera. Now I want to be behind it, but now they push me in front of it. So that's how I ended up on both sides of the table.
So that's actually how you got in front of the camera because okay.
Believe me, I try to avoid being in front of the camera. If you ever see me in a movie, up to date, I kind of had no choice. I couldn't feel it at the last minute or something that, I don't want to be seen at all. I want to be behind the scene.
Yeah.
So as far as you making films, is there any other hobbies that you have in between time or that you like to do?
I do. I write a lot. I write a lot of scripts. I'm an artist too, so I draw and paint people. That's my first drawing before the film or stage plays in. They was drawing, so I still draw, and it helps me. I transfer it to film now. So my last film is that I released, Final Chance. It's AI, so I'm creating artificial intelligence characters, cartoon characters, and putting them on film. So I mixed them both together. Yeah.
Hey, tell me this here, Anthony. What do you find it difficult? Out there, of course, this industry is kind of the film industry can be kind of messy sometimes. But do you find it being an independent producer, even an actor, do you find it hard to get your stuff, get traction with your product out here in this industry?
It's very hard. So even some of the big time actors, it's hard for you to get budgets from Hollywood and from different investors. Not because you don't know what you're doing, that they don't trust you, because you got to be in their network. If you're not in their network and pushing their agenda, you're not getting a loan or budget or nothing. So it's more out of your pocket. So what I do is I take my money I make from films and from working and everything I do, and I produce my own films that pay for it. So I'm the executive producer. So if you ever see a film and say executive producer, that's the person who paid for it. Producer just arranges everything. He grabs the producers, the executive producer, the lighting people. He put them all together and then assign different tasks to people and then put the film out. So
Oh,
that's
I got you.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Question to you, Anthony. As far as your films, do you have a majority of one, or like saying like, do you have a majority of action, comedy?
Oh, okay.
Or
I got a mixture. My favorite films to do are thrillers. I like people to watch the whole thing. In a thriller, you got to watch the whole film. You ain't gonna walk out because you're trying to figure out what's gonna happen. So that's why most of my films be thrillers, psychological thrillers that make you think. And I always put Jesus in it to give you a positive message. And then comedy would be my second. I started with comedy first. So comedy, I put it out, and you can see how people laugh here or there, but people will not stay focused on it, stuff like that. Horror, I try to stay away from it. Of course, to each his own, but I try to stay away from horror. But I do know how to produce them as well, like that. And drama, of course, if you just do a basic film, it's drama anyway. Yeah.
Do you have any like kid movies in mind in the future, or?
I'm doing a series, a TV series for it's an episodes series, and it's gonna have artificial intelligence, and it's made completely for kids so they can learn the Bible more. So I'm working on that now. Yeah.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. What and just being out there just thinking, what is the most difficult part about from scratch? You got an idea in your head that you want to try to put on film. What is the most difficult things that you go through trying to get a movie out there and out to the masses? What is the most difficult things you run across?
The most difficult thing you run across, besides funding, the most difficult thing you run across is finding people who are serious. Like I'll be producing a film, and then I reach out to people who meet me, say, "Hey, let me be in one of your films." They run to me all the time, so I write the name down, email. When I get ready to film, I shoot them an email saying, "Give you a part to be in this film," and then I say, "We filming this day right here," and then the day of the thing, they either A, don't show up, or B, call and say, "I didn't know you were serious." So I think that's kind of weird, but they're not taking it serious after you give people opportunity. So, that's very hard to get people to support it.
You think that's more so because you are an independent filmmaker?
I think it's more that people love the hype of being a famous celebrity, but they don't want to do the work to get there.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a question by Tasha at this moment. She has said, Anthony, what advice would you give someone who may want to get into being a professional filmmaker?
Okay, I can say this. If you want to be a professional filmmaker, it would be good to learn writing and how to read scripts. That would be a good one. And you definitely got to learn how to direct it, because if it's going to be your film, you got to shoot it your way, but you got to kind of know what you're doing. You got to know your shots. Like you got to know what a medium shot is, a wide shot, a far, a z-axis. You got to know so much stuff like that in depth. And then the more stuff you learn terminology of filming, the better it gets for you. Yeah.
So do you stay away from touching films?
Touching film? What you mean? Touching?
Like being close to someone. Like
all your films.
Lovemaking.
Oh, lovemaking. I did one film where I had a love scene. I did one film called The Game of Life, and when we filmed it. At the time, I wasn't a director, but when we filmed it, you put on clothes that make you look like you're naked, but when you lay together, you are touching, but your body really touching through screen suits. And then they put the cover to cover everything, but you can kind of see. So under the cover, you really got on clothes, but it looked like you got on nothing. You ever seen those brown spandex women wear sometimes that it look like they're naked? If you glance, if you look back, it's kind of like that. Now, let me say this too. The kissing, you can't fake that. It's real. Can't fake a kiss, stuff like that.
Okay.
And in Hollywood, they try to get you to do real sex as well. So if both parties agree to it, they cut the crew off a little bit of set and minimize the crew that's watching. You do it for real, covered in whatever's going on. But when they release it, they act like it didn't happen for real.
Okay, as my man Marcus want to ask, what is the best way to get into script writing?
I took a class how I learned, but you don't have to. But the best way to is, I'm going to say it like this. It's just like writing a book. if you remember in school, how do you teach you outlines? You do the title of the outline, then you do Roman numeral 1, and let's say you talk about your life history, and that's film about your life history. I would say Roman numeral 1 gonna be my kid age, as between 5 and 10 years old. Then Roman numeral 2 gonna be from 10 to 15 or teenage years, and then A or B, what happened in the 9th grade, what happened in the 10th grade is B, so forth. If you do all that like that, you could transform that to a script or a book. And then another thing is get you a script writing program because it formats for you already. I use Final Draft because the big boys in Hollywood use it, and I use it and I love it. Final Draft is one of the most known, so I recommend getting Final Draft, to be honest. Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a question. It's a question I was trying to avoid, but what? Give me a little, just a teeny bit. What are some grimy things that go on in the movie industry that we probably don't even really know about? Some grimy stuff that goes on in the movie industry.
All right, there's no sandbagging, right? So I'm gonna keep it real for
you. Yeah.
All right. When you get a part in a film and you do your practice and rehearsals, and they call it, when you go on the set the day of the film at your time, it's only people that's in the networking part of the network system or the actors that's there. Your phone is locked up, so you ain't got a phone to prove nothing or take a picture of nothing. Now, when you walk around, you got food there, the actors there, everybody got their chair. You walk around, you can talk to whoever here person. Everybody's there, from Matthew McConaughey to whoever is on that set, right? You can mingle, right? Now, what you see is, I'm gonna say a good guess, without exaggeration, I would say 90% of the set is gay.
Wow.
Easily.
Oh.
I'm talking about your crew, the cast, everything. So what you can see is a bunch of people hugging and different things. They do their job, don't get me wrong. So I ain't knocking that, but same time, it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a straight person, you know, it's like what I just walked into, but you do your parts. Don't get me wrong, it's like it is. They hit on you. You be like, hey, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying they try to use sexuality to influence you to try to tell you, if you do this, you can get this role. If you do,
they see
you do this favor. I got you.
React first. They can see how you react first.
I got you.
I'm talking about day 1. Now let's take day 2. Day 2, you stayed calm. You saw it. You played it off, but you acting calm, like whatever. You got 2 different people after on day 2. You either gonna be A, I'm gonna act like I'm like that too, so they don't get eyes on me to play it off, or you gonna say B, I'm gonna let these mothers know I ain't with that. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So you got 2 characters, and then I want to say you got 3. 3 is you trying to just walk on thin ice. All right, so a person gonna come to the set the next day and say, act like that, but they're gonna test you, and you're gonna fail that test. They know where you already ain't. They just at the last sign saying maybe it is, maybe ain't. So you're gonna get tested, a deeper test than just walk around you. The deep person gonna be like, man, I ain't with this. Get out my way. Let me do my part and go. You off the set right there. Hey, walking back to wardrobe. You in wardrobe. Security, get them off here. And politely get you off there. Not force you, but you're gonna be politely escorted off. Then you got the C person, because you're gonna be one of these 3 if you ever do a film. You're gonna come back and say, I gotta stay in the middle and work this out, do my part. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't really, really hard try something, I can make it through. And you're gonna be that person. Then you're gonna do the next film. So you're gonna be one of the 3.
Wow.
Pick and choose. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So you be around the family and everything. And I'm just wondering, if you was to come out with a play for Preston, what kind of role would you give him?
I think Preston would be a good on a comedy. Play. Actually, I want written. I want to do. It's already written. It's been copyrighted for a couple of years now. I was telling him about it. Yeah, but it's real funny. It's real funny. So
hey, look. Hey, I ain't gonna knock that nigga. But you know what? I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. So I can see myself getting in on the comedy side of it. I really can. Yeah, yes. And look, the guy beside in the middle of me and you, he the same way. He all about laughter and stuff too. So I guess he'd be off in the film too.
Yeah, I actually wrote it for y'all. Actually, you, Pookie, and Oric. if you're willing to do it. Y'all three are the ones I wrote it for and I wrote around it because I learned your characters from being with you. It's like a habit I do when I be around people. I learn their characters because I'm always writing, and then I wrote you into it, those scenes like that.
Okay, so y'all guys out there, no Sandbaggin chat. Y'all already see I'm getting ready to become a star. I'm getting ready to have my face on my star on the Walk of Fame out there in California. So y'all better look out. I'm coming soon to a theater near you. But yeah, I just want before we close it down, this conversation, Big A, I want you to tell them about your most recent project. Give us a little quick insight on a little bit about that, and give us a name and where people can find it at and things like that.
Okay. The film is called Final Chance. It's a faith-based Christian film. It has AI, artificial intelligence mixed in because that's where everything is going with Hollywood anyway. And it has the main scenes of the actors going through. It's about a couple, they married and they get into a car wreck. And then without messing the film up, spoiling it, they end up meeting this psychiatrist or doctor. And he's helping them work on their marriage. But to them, they're working on their marriage. But to the psychiatrist, he's trying to get them saved to God. So that's the theme of the film right there.
Yes,
okay.
I released it. Go ahead. I really got into that.
I really got into that film the other day, and I found it very interesting, man. And
I did too.
I just wanted to pass
did too. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Yeah.
You guys, what can if someone wants to watch it? Where can they go catch it at?
Oh, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I released it free, so you don't have to pay anything to watch it. All you gotta do is go to YG, and 3 studios picked it up. But I released it through YG Studios, which is YouTube Studios. And you can just Google it, Final Chance, Anthony Singleton, and it'll play the whole movie for free for you. I did it I wanted people to get the word opposed to trying to make money off of it.
You guys heard that. Final Chance, you heard that? You can go to YouTube and watch it for free. If you really want to see how God really works sometimes when things happen in your life, that's a good movie for you to check out. That's a good movie for you to check out, guys. Definitely.
Thank you. Yeah.
And as we close out, JD, you got anything else for Anthony?
No, bro, it was good seeing you, and I just want to tell you congratulations on all the things that you do, man. And you know, it's very seldom that you can find young brothers in the world nowadays that's doing the things that some of the guys are doing, man. And it could pick up more if people get really focused into that situation. And I just thank you, man, for just doing the things you do. And I see big success for you, man, and blessings.
And as I say, I'm proud of all the stuff you accomplished. I thank you for being the humble man that you are, and continue to walk with God's purpose like you're doing, and continue to put out things that kind of make people think, how's life going to be if I don't get myself a closer relationship with God? And I appreciate everything you do. You got anything before you go?
I do. I want to thank Preston Pookie. I want to thank you for having me on your show. No Sandbaggin. Everybody look out. No Sandbaggin. It's a real show. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Give me the platform to even speak. God is good. If you need help,
all right, bro. We'll catch up with you, Big A. Be safe.
Yeah, man. Tell family we say hello, all right?
All right.
Yeah.
We'll do. Y'all too. Peace.
Well, JD, hey, that was a good dog. That was a good dog on first time spotlight. I like the way that turned out. What about you?
Yeah, man, that was awesome, man. And you know, and good people, man. I got much respect for him, man, because you know he took time out of his day just to join us today, this afternoon, man, to explain some new things that he got going on, got old things that he got going on, man, and he's just staying busy. That's how our men need to do nowadays. Stay busy.
And look, chat on those Sandbaggin. We bringing that kind of stuff to you because we trying to get these brothers and sisters that's doing things that ain't getting all the stars and accolades they really deserve. We gonna bring them here. We don't have the platform some of these places have, but we do have a platform, and we're gonna use it to uplift and bring these people up that's out here doing their thing. So y'all continue to come on in here with us. Tell a friend and tell a friend to tell another friend about us. Tell us no Sandbaggin is on your internet every week on all your social media sites. Tell them to come on 8 o'clock on Wednesday. We won't be here.
Can I talk a second, please? Thank you. I just want to let
look, JD, you got to stop there, man. We're gonna do this thing. I'm about to break you down in front of the crowd. let's do the thing with some kind of order, bro. When talking, you talk, I talk. We're not gonna be going back and forth like that. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I want to just say though, if there's anyone else out there that's that's tuned in and got big things jumping off, please get in contact with us, and so we can bring you on, so you can let everyone know what you have going on in life, and we have no problem about doing that for you. You can subscribe and like and share on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, suggestions for topics and serious inquiries. Or you can email us at nosandbagging@gmail.com if if you got something going on and you like to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we love just helping people. And that's what this purpose is, no sandbagging.
You through? Hey, look, JD, I didn't want to interrupt you, bro. But yeah, we're gonna go to the 2-minute trending topic right now. Hey, JD, what's trending out there, bro? What's trending?
What's trending is these daggone pants need to be pulled up. There's already been a song put out there, pull your pants up. Y'all need to pull those pants up, because ain't nobody trying to look at no red, blue, green, orange, whatever kind of color that comes out. That you supposed to be tough. If you wearing pink, you ain't got no toughness in you. I feel that way. What about you, bro?
Well, what's trending? What I see, I just see a lot of people out here. Really this trail riding stuff, man. That's what's trending right now. That's what's going on. These line dances and these trail rides. If y'all ain't seen it yet, we're gonna talk about it one week. But yeah, it's a big thing right now. Y'all focus on that. I know a lot of y'all tired of seeing boots on the ground and hearing boots on the ground, but right now, that's what it is right now. Boots is definitely on the ground. And that's all I know right now that's trending in my head and in my life right now.
Oh yeah, man. Man, hey, I'm loving everything that be going on with this sandbagging. It's bringing good calls and good things to people, man. And I'm just so proud of it right now, man. I'm so happy to be on with you.
All right, bro. We're getting ready to call it a night. We're gonna close it down. We're glad everybody came through. Man, you don't know how much me and JD appreciate y'all. This no sandbagging is not gonna be anything without you guys. That's why I tell y'all, be out there, support us, push us. Anything y'all want to know about, send it to us. We'll talk about it. That's what it's all about. Open talk, open concept. We want to get things that people need to know about, and people that's really going on in people's lives right now. And y'all, we're getting ready to call it a day. Getting ready to go on out. And all y'all have a blessed night. And know that we love y'all, and we hope y'all love us back. If you don't, you need to find a way too.
One thing, I love you, man.
Love you too, bro. No sandbagging. We gone.